Good evening, my fellow brothers, indigenous peoples of Nigeria territory. We want to re-emphasize our claim that there is no South, there is no East, there is no West, there is no North, no Central Nigeria. We have the different zones at best. The 6 geographical zones at best, comprising the indigenous people. Out of the 6, 5 are mainly dominated by the indigenous people, if not totally. We have nationalities. The use of the word not is treacherously to change the big population of the indigenous people. That is by the Fulanis. When they want to cheat you, they say the northern region. Northern region means northern Fulanis or nothing. Since 1804, they conquered the Hausa state. There has been no peace. Everywhere you go is Fulani. But now, we are happy to say that there is no North, there is no South, there is no West, there is no East or Central. But we have the indigenous nationalities all over the all Nigeria territories. Let us face realities. We all have a common enemy. There is no need shying away from this fact. Headed by Buhari. Buhari is the head of state of the Fulani race. It is either Fulani or nobody. So we rose from the meeting. First of all, we have to congratulate the governors operating under the aegis of Southern Nigeria. We cannot stop anybody from saying anything, but we know that we know our limits. In that Southern Nigeria, you have South-South, you have Southwest, you have Southeast. We also welcome and congratulate the middle betters who are now emancipating themselves from the dangerous grip and claws of the Fulani and his cabal. We welcome you to the fold. If you decide to join up with South-South, Southeast, Southwest, I think the game is over. Let us not be too wise, only to turn out to be stupid. We are the owner of the country, but we are now the strangers. People are talking of election. I will not blame them, but what is there is that if we have to talk about election, let's think of it and look at the direction Buhari and his cabal and supported by the majority of the Fulanis. Let's all look at the direction they are taking you to. Last election, Buhari did not win the election. Professor Yakubu helped him to win the election. helping to rig the election in his favor. Now, the same Professor Yakubu is in charge of INEC. Do anything. Buhari knows what he's doing. We think he's not wise. Buhari is very intelligent. He doesn't talk, but he gets what he wants. He intimidates others, and they fall in line. Looking at the scenario, till date, no Fulani man has been arrested for kidnapping, killing, maiming, raping, banditry. That is the home of all these evil acts. But the moment somebody raises his voice from the other zones, Middle Belt, Southwest, South-South, Southeast, or northern minorities, it won't take Buhari 2 minutes to fish him out and send him to the Gulag. Very serious jail. No trial, no sentence, but he has to remain there. Good example, El Zazaki. He has been there. Now, they have kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Igboho is on the run, and we are happy that he has left the country. Is that not a shame? It is a shame. Go back home and have a rethink. All the nationalists in different zones have been silenced by Buhari and his cohort, co-travelers. Is Kaaba. I don't mean it is only in the Fulani area you have the Kaaba. The ones in our midst are more dangerous than the ones in the Fulani territory. You know them, we all know them. I don't have to be mentioning them. That is what we resolve. It is not every day we tell you this and that. Some people are already canvassing for presidency. And amongst our members, the people oppressed are wearing their hat, they are wearing their t-shirts, they are canvassing, dancing on the street like idiots, like what do you call it? Termites. So, my dear brothers and sisters, sit down and think of what we have been soliciting for, what we have been calling for. Unity of purpose. We are in the majority, but we have the voice of minority. Lawa is there in the Senate. Bajabiamila is there in the House of Rep. Think of the game those people have been playing with your lives, your children's lives. Adamu, the retired policeman, was there. I don't know where our president, we assigned him to as an envoy. Buratai was there. Now, Buratai has gone to Republic of Benin to checkmate anybody, any nationalist that may attempt to say, let me take a leave. I think Asari Dokubo is also there. He has to be very careful because Buratai is not just Buratai, it's Burutali. So he has to be careful. We are now clapping that Igboho was able to make his way to Republic of Benin. We should be ashamed. Igboho is a nationalist. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an internationalist. Though we support him, but to an extent. Why we stand for the unity of purpose? To take over Nigeria. Nigeria is just like America's Texas in America. Texas is one state out of 50. Mazi, out of annoyance, which I know very well, he's a very rational and intelligent young man. He's not a pushover. The man who is arresting him should have been the one to be arrested. For the killings of millions of Nigerians since he came, he distributed guns into the hands of his brothers, his kinsmen. He told us that people who are now killing in Nigeria are from other African countries. They came into Nigeria under whose guise? Who is the head of government? He has indicted himself, so he has nothing doing there. If it's not the essence of government, the first primary duty of every government is to protect the lives and properties of the citizens. But the primary duty of this government is to kill and take over the properties of the citizens. Let us look at it. The most serious aspect is the distribution of guns. People say Fulani they have guns. Where did they get the guns from that other people cannot get the same gun from? Even if you have millions of naira from any other zone, do you have access to AK-47 and AK-49? Land to surface missile? Do you have access to it? Other than the military in Nigeria, I'm not aware that any other organization is supposed to have those firearms and missiles. They have missiles to bring down Nigeria Air Force jets. And you are telling us it is people from outside the country. How did they penetrate the country? Than that, can we also ask the question, how did this Amajiri, the nomadic cow Fulanis, how did they, all of them, how did they get AK-47, AK-49, machetes, going to people's home to kill, destroying farms? No one has ever been arrested. But if you have sharp machetes in your home, in other zones, including the northern minorities, you are persecuted. If you are not killed, you are happy. From our meeting this evening, we have 3 points. The first one is that we have to congratulate the governors that are so far coming together to at least speak out, but they should do more. They should do more. In their presence, Kanu is arrested. In their presence, Igboho is driven out. In their presence, all other people that can speak in other zones are silenced, or they are killed, or they are driven out. Middle Belt has the largest number of IDPs, and no one has ever been arrested. They all have guns. If that is the case, let all of us have guns. I think to some extent, the governors are supposed to be autonomous. They are executive governors. Why can't they equally give licenses to some of their citizens who possess at least double barrel? They should come together and fight it. They are killing your people. Only one person is heading the organization that is killing your people. You have the Meyati Allah, you have the Funam, you have the herdsmen, you have this and you have that. And covered by the head of government. If anybody is arrested for killing, he goes there and released. Terrorist organizations are not abolished, they are not proscribed. But those agitating for self-determination are proscribed. So if you move on each, even when they are killing your people, and you responded to protect your people, you are now a killer. The people who are killing your people are not, they are exonerated, they have the right to kill. And we are talking about license, about elections. Please remember the use of gun. We are begging the governors to come together. Nobody has the monopoly of using gun to kill others. And for that, we raise our thumb for Governor Samuel Otom. If every governor in Nigeria, or at least from the area where they are killing people, if every governor was like that, I think the country will be good. It will be a good place to live. Please join hands with Governor Otom, particularly these 17 governors operating under the aegis of Southern Nigeria. Why not stretch the hands of friendship across Niger, like we started it some years back? The governors should do it. Bring all the governors, although some may not come, somebody like Elalong, who is still parading the corridors of the caliphate as the chairman of northern governors, whose people are being killed, persecuted, raped, destroyed every day. It is a shame that that's the governor of that state. That state used to be a very special state. Everybody loved. So we congratulate the Elders Forum, Southern Elders Forum, that operated under the aegis of Southern Elders Forum, that supported the government. If fathers are supporting their children, I think the children will have more energy to do more work. We thank you very much. Thirdly, the issue of petroleum industry bill and electronic transmission transmission. We feel that case was shabbily handled, and we shouldn't be quiet over it. And some of us, I won't say we behave foolish, are thinking that by mere, even if the process was approved, what about the mass of people Buhari opened the frontiers of northern northern part of the country to move into our country, and therefore cancelled the earlier national identity number the country did. Nobody asked, why did he cancel it? He canceled it, he brought in his people from Niger, from Morocco, from Algeria, from Chad, from everywhere. They moved into the country in millions. And therefore, he wanted to perfect his illegality. And we were all docile, we kept quiet. Nobody asked the question. That is phase one. Phase two. Who knows how many people are going to vote? What is the population of our country, if there's any country? It is solely in the old Nigeria that population increases towards the desert, towards Sahel desert. Yet when there's dry season, all of them will come to the south. Thirdly, you have to know this. People are saying, oh, we won't be conquered, we will fight back. How do you fight back? All the military installations, he deliberately moved everything away to his zone. And foolish enough, one of his kinsmen boasted with it the other day. Where do we have the Nigeria Air Force Base? Where do we have the three headquarters of the military? Who are in charge of the military? Are we sleeping? And we say Buhari is not intelligent. And we say he's very docile. That's a big lie. Think of it. He has taken over the land, taken over the seashore, that we have common boundaries with the ocean. Does not mean we have access to it. He has taken over the waters. He has taken over immigration. He has taken over custom, police, even the narrow exit. Upon all the cries of the country that Buratai was killing Nigerian soldiers, he was a sellout. That's a pointer to the fact that if you don't know before, you should know now that it's a clique to take over Nigeria. He removed Buratai. He did not send him to Arab countries where he can make more money to build more houses in Dubai. He put him right at the border of the southwest. He sees that as an escape route for people he wants to persecute or kill. A good example is Igboho now. I am afraid what we are doing about Igboho's case. Everywhere is quiet, and people have started campaigning for presidency from the same zone Igboho was driven out. And such people are waiting for the remnants of those that are not killed to vote for them. I don't know where we are going. My brothers and sisters, this is food for thought. We are not preaching politics. We are not supporting APC. We are not supporting PDP. They are all one and one pence. They are the same people. Some are crossing to APC now. Others are waiting by the fence. Maybe if PDP wins the 2023 election, The same people will cross over back to where they left. These are things you have to think about. Mortgaging the conscience of the country. We are not going to talk of many things, too many things. We are giving you a general view. What is happening in Nigeria? Look at it. Nigeria is owing so much that it is servicing its foreign and domestic debt with over 1.2 trillion naira. Servicing, we are not paying. We are not paying, and there's nothing to show for it. If your head of state has malaria, he goes to England. 1.2 trillion naira will be enough to at least set up one hospital. Times 12. That is not the money we are owing. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll continue from this point. Thank you.